Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a spooky and funny Halloween pumpkin by the name of Pickle. Now, Pickle wasn't your ordinary pumpkin. Oh no! He was special. You see, he had a big dream. Every year, all the pumpkins in his patch dreamed of being picked for the annual pumpkin festival. But Pickle, he didn't want to be a jack-o'-lantern. He wanted to be a decoration. And not just any decoration, mind you, but the decoration for the haunted house at the festival every year. The spookiest house on the block would be transformed into a haunted house for the festival, and every year. The pumpkins in the patch would dream of being chosen to be the haunted house decoration. But it was a rare honor. In fact, it had been 5 years since a pumpkin from their patch had been chosen. The other pumpkins had given up on the dream, but not Pickle. Oh, no, he had a plan. You see, there was an old abandoned castle at the edge of town. And legend had it that ghosts lived there. Now, the townspeople avoided the castle, but Pickle didn't care about ghosts or goblins or anything that went bump in the night. In fact, he wanted to meet one. So one day, while the other pumpkins were basking in the sun, Pickle set off toward the castle. As he rolled down the street, he met a little girl dressed as a witch. "Hey," she said, "where are you going?" "I'm on my way to the castle," said Pickle. "The what?" "The abandoned ghost castle." "Yep, that's the one. But why?" "I want to meet a ghost," said Pickle. The little girl gasped. "You're not scared of ghosts?" "Nope," said Pickle. "In fact, I'm not scared of anything." The girl looked at him for a moment. "Well, then perhaps I can help you." She led him through a secret passageway behind the old water tower, and soon they were standing before the castle gates. "Thank you," said Pickle. "You may call me Lord Pickle," he said, puffing out his chest. "And this here is my loyal steed." He gestured to the little girl's broom. With his stem, "A broom. Very scary," said the ghost. Then suddenly, a real live ghost appeared before them. "Boo!" he said. "Don't be scared," said Pickle. "I'm not scared of ghosts." "Oh, really?" "Well, then come with me," said the ghost, and he led them through the castle, past the suits of armor, and the cobwebs, and the portraits with eyes that followed you. At last, they reached the throne room, and the ghost pointed to the tallest tower. "That's the scariest place in the whole castle. Spend the night there, and I'll bring you back at dawn." "Deal," said Pickle. So the ghost left, and soon it was just Pickle and the little girl in the spooky, dark tower. Then all of a sudden, "Boo," said the girl. And Pickle screamed. "You scared me," he said. "I thought you were a ghost." "I'm not a ghost," said the girl. "I'm just a girl who wants to be a ghost." And she laughed and laughed and laughed, and Pickle laughed with her, and they became the best of friends. And that is the story of how Pickle the Pumpkin became the decoration for the most haunted house at the Pumpkin Festival.